Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox. I am Gandhi, and I am, well, all by my little lonesome here. So we have a Losers Round 2 matchup. It's going to be Xfinity taking on Vexx. This is a best of 5. Xfinity, this team has looked incredibly strong all the way through pool play, even into the second day. I mean, they defeated TCM, and everyone was kind of like, how is it possible that Xfinity is this good? I mean, Xfinity kind of made it into the U.S. Finals, and everyone kind of said, did they really deserved it? Did they have a good road? How did they do it? And they did. I mean, they played amazing the entire time, and now they find themselves here. They just lost to Complexity 3-0, but now it's time to test the resiliency and see how they match up against Vexx. On the other side, Vexx just won losers bracket round 1. They have a little bit of momentum coming in, but I was talking to Mud Dog on the side, and I said, what can I expect to see here? He goes, versus Complexity, obviously we're going to go into it. We're going to think completely optimistic. We 100% want to win, but, it's Complexity. They're the number 1 team, and in his quote, he did say he believes that they are going to take the tournament. So a little bit interesting here, and as you're taking a look, Vexx, these guys are excited to be here, and first map, Sovereign Domination, and it should be a good one. Now, on Sovereign Domination, in domination in general, you play one side, you flip it, you go into side 2, and we go from there. So this should be awesome, and I'm going to go ahead and start this one off with Mud Dog. He's about 6'8", hangs out, tall, goofy guy. He's a great guy to hang out with, too. Taking a look at their start off here. We see a little bit of tacticals. We do have one AR, and Sin now is going to be by himself, so they're going to cap C, and a lot of the NA teams have kind of strayed away completely from running one AR. The top teams have not been running 4 subs at all. They've been running an AR at all. They've been running 4 subs, and the reason why is they just want to keep forcing contact, and it seems to be working out. But anyways, jumping on board here, Mud Dog trying to get a wall bang, unable to do so, and Vexx is able to get the 2-cap at first, and 2 members of Xfinity goes down. Mud Dog spots 1 player, cleans him up. Out of ammo, and he's going to be taken down. Jumping on board here with Slumber, who starts off 2-0. And, they had a little bit of a hard time with their last matchup in that Vitality. They won 3-1, and I kind of was sitting there, and I wasn't sure how well they were going to do. But, they're sitting here, and they're coming in pretty hot. They got this 2-cap, and it looks good for them. But, oh, my God, look at this. They're getting ready to go for a 3-cap, and that's just – they're at least going to get it neutral. They're losing B right now. Slumber's in a position to where he can drop down and possibly get in, and he's going to be taken down. Jumping on board with Skill. Skill pushing through bottom control room, and I really like this play. A lot of times people get so caught up with just going to B over and over and over again, and it just doesn't work out for them. Instead, I love when people go underneath control room and they actually push C. And by pushing C, you see a lot of different dynamics from teams. You're going to end up forcing them into only spawning B. And when you only spawn B, you're spawning at generators the entire time. It is a freaking nightmare. Doubt's going to be taken out. We're going to go ahead and switch over to Croaster, who's 5-4. And let's see how he wants to play this. Spots a guy, cleans him up. That's going to be 1 kill. They don't have A or B. They only have their home flag. And it's only a little bit of an 8-point difference here. Nothing crazy for him. Make that a 9 as Croaster's going to jump out of the nest, and he's going to jump on B. And for those of you at home, you always want to double cap B. You never want to do it solo dolo. It's a little bit hard, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up slamming your head against the keyboard because it's just very, very upsetting. Croaster gets a kill, rotates all the way through generators, just looking for a person. He does have a guy coming up right beside him, and he's going to be taken out. We're going to go ahead and switch on board with Doubt. Doubt was the hero from day 1. He had humongous plays versus TCM, and he brings a mean sub game. Has a guy in front of him, cleans him up. He has another one. Will he go for the pre-fire? And he is able to get the 2-piece there. And now Croaster picks up 1, and he's going to be taken out. We are going to go ahead and jump on board with Slumber, who now is holding down this lane, and he's going to be taken out. So basically what I'm getting at here is every single person I'm going to go to is going to die. Look at this. Oh, Mech. There you go, Mech. That's what I like to see, buddy. Mech finally is going to be taken out. Jumping over to Croaster. Croaster just kind of watching B. He's going to bait this. This is a really good play, but he does have to be careful because only 1 teammate has his back, and they are going to be coming from top control room. Who is that going to be? That's going to be Mech. Mech is in a decent spot. He's going to be caught with his pants down, and now jumping over to Ill Skill, who looks to be pushing right through bottom control, and he does have a guy above him, but did he see him? Oh, you sneaky devil, you. How dare you do this? Well, he is going to go for the neutral here, and you're going to watch all Xfinity members' arrows just kind of turn around and be like, I knew something was afoot. Is he going to get the full cap here? He's going to go for it, and he's trying to pre-fire everywhere, and he's just going to be taken down. No teammate there to help him. Demon now is going to try to bait C. He's going to get hit with a stun. Waits for it, and he's going to be cleaned up here. So Xfinity trying to make a little bit of noise here. They do have a lead, and Sin really starting to heat up for his team as he's 13-10. Pretty good showing from him so far. Doubt cooks a Semtex there, and by cooks it, I mean he threw it right at a wall and pretended that it didn't almost kill himself, which it basically did. Switching over here, Mud Dog's dead. That's always a plus. Sin now has a guy. Oh my God, Sin, how dare you do that? Doubt now pushing in. Doesn't need to get B. They are losing C. They're in the jeopardy of losing their home flag. And how does he want to play this? Personally, I would like to go all the way back to C here, but he gets one, cleans him up, and he has another guy coming to his right. Does he know that? Yes, he does. He saw the call out, and he's going to know. Spidey senses. Oh, my God, and he's just going to get erased. Demon rotating through here. Two people jumping on B. This is what you want to see here. They got to claw back at this lead. It's a 14-point differential going into the last 30 seconds here. Make that a 13 as they now have a 2 cap. It's going to be able to chip away just a little bit. Demon coming on the flank. Spots one guy, and he's able to clean him up, but then down he goes. Skill, it is all up to him. He is going to be holding down B all by his little lonesome. Sees the guy throws a grenade, and he's going to be taken out, and now we see as Xfinity doing an excellent job down in a big battle, and he missed just about every single shot, and that is not what you want to see at all. Not one bit. So in the final seconds here, we're going to get our final tally, and will it make another tick? And it does not. So 72-81, Xfinity able to close that out. They started off and they were at a little bit of a disadvantage, right? They lost that B flag, and they weren't sure how they wanted to approach it. They said, do we want to go for their flag? Do we want to go for B? And you can kind of see the confusion, and that's something I always like to point out on the minimap. You can always see a little bit of the confusion running around there, and 9 times out of 10, the good teams, like I always say, they're going to work together. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying. You get it. So they work together, and they just say, okay, guys, we're going for this flag. Everyone follow me. That's exactly how we do it. And you know what? They ended up just being able to win a couple gunfights. They grabbed on B, and then it basically just kept the pressure there. Now, other teams, such as Complexity and Strictly Business, but mainly Strictly Business, who, by the way, lost to Optic. Oh, my God, right? Pretty crazy. Strictly Business is a team on domination who they get a 2 cap and they push a guy directly into the base, and that is exactly what we like to see. And by pushing that guy into the base, you basically get to dictate the spawn. Now, for everyone out there who's like may not be familiar with the spawns, as soon as you push into the base, you do not spawn where the enemy is. So if they're in your base, you will spawn outside of your base. So by pushing a guy in there, you're dictating where they are going to spawn the entire time. It ends up being pretty nifty. So if you just draw like basically an x-axis straight down, where if you're on this side, they spawn on this side. It's very, very simple to do, and the good teams really abuse it to the fullest. So Xfinity 9-point lead as we're getting ready to wait for the lobby here. Of course, I am Gandhi, and I'm hanging out all by my little self. So it's just like me talking to myself, man. But it's not bad. I kind of like it, actually. It's kind of like at home. But anyways, moving forward. So side 2, we're going to be going ahead and launch straight into this game. Will Xfinity be able to seal this up over Vexx? Vexx, you know, I going into it, I was like, I don't think Vexx stands a single chance versus Xfinity. So it's going to be a little bit interesting to see. I got a lot of pressure on Mud Dog here, and I think Mud Dog's going to be the one who's either going to rise to the occasion or he's just going to not do well at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we go ahead and load into the game, I'm going to bring it in here. Bring it all in. And the player's going to get situated here as Bio has finally decided to hang out. Hey, buddy. So, taking a look here, Xfinity, they are going to have 1 AR, 3 subs. Or, excuse me, that is going to be Vexx has... Oh, my Mud Dog. Mud Dog's pulling out the LMG. How dare he? How dare he?
Why not, you know, YOLO.
Oh, look at you. My voice was getting hoarse. I was so alone.
You had this, Gundy. You had this. I had faith in you, but right now, as you said, you know, there's going to be this domination happening on Sovereign. And that LMG, it's a very different thing you sometimes see over this side of things. And right now, of course, with Mud Dog putting that shots down, very nicely done, clean connected, as these guys try and get off to an early lead here on this half.
Yep, and, you know, basically his job right now is just to be a complete anchor for his team. He's not going to do a whole bunch. He is just, he is just going to hang out and just be in the way back, just laying down as much cover fire as humanly possible. And, you know, that's basically all he can do with the LMG. You're not going to see him push up at all.
Oh, no, you see Simcoms as well. He's actually on a 4-point streak at the moment, so we might jump over to him just to see what Sin is doing in that regard. He's up at number 5 right now for the squad, and it seems the scoreline is currently 16-9, so you know, he's finally getting picked up there. No kills right now for Doubt, though. It's something a little bit different, I guess. Well, they are still in the lead.
A little bit.
You know, you've got to get some kills to help him out.
Yeah, you definitely need kills. Let's go on and see what's going on. He cooks a Semtex in here, throws him in. He's going to be taken down immediately. Croaster now going on a little bit of a flank. I like the play. I really like this play, Bio. He has to be careful because he can get shot through the wall, too.
Oh, exactly. He's on the outside of server room. Thanks to Oracle, mate. We saw one out there, and there he is. There's going to be skill coming in from that Vexx squad to pick up a few little kills here. Mud Dog now back on his own little platform. Looking at it was this B flag. They only had their home flag, though, of A right now. They've got to try and get a second one back. Obviously, we're looking all right, but at the moment, they've only got a short little lead. It's only 6 or 4 points. They say that updates once again. And they do pick up a second flag. They've got the C flag now. And, you know, back and forth, these guys are going, oh, sorry. That is, of course, the Vexx squad with that C and B flag. And right now, Xfinity really got to try and push back a little bit here because I thought these guys would have been a bit further away by now.
Yeah, and I mean, Xfinity decided, you know, let's get a home flag of some choice here. And now they have a neutral. Keep in mind, they did have a 9-point lead going into this half. We played both halves of domination here. That's what we do. Everyone's fair. Demon has one, and he's going to be taken out.
Everyone's going to be fair in that regard. And you'll see now on your screen, Mech pushing into this A area. Looking around, there's one player to his right, actually bottom right-hand side. He's going to probably challenge on down to try and take that flag back to his hands. And they're currently losing that B flag, though. That's what you want to see. As they pick up C, so nice little work as these guys keep trading off on these flag points. But it would seem they're currently getting 2 counts. And there it is, Doubt being very smart to lie and wait for that long because he felt that someone's going to push for A as soon as we grab B.
You know, it's so crazy how far the MTAR reaches on the Xbox One on LAN. It is wild. Ooh. Oh, God. He got shanked pretty bad. But it's so far. I mean, you can basically outgun almost ARs the majority of the time. Yeah,
you can. You'll see right now, Doubt. He actually picked up a lot. We saw him before. I said, you know, he's got to get a couple of kills here. He's doing just that. 6 and 4 with 7-point streak to his names. He's here with B defending, but they've only got the one flag once again. So it would seem the Xfinity squad on 49 points, 40 points at that. As I said that, though, it does update with Vexx. Are very close in this, and that's what you want to see in a domination match. Very close scores.
Yep, Croaster now on the opposite side of his teammates who just got dismantled. Now he has a guy on B, and he's going to push him, and he's going to lose that gunfight. Doubt goes down, Sin goes down. Doubt goes down now. Mud Dog, last one alive, trying to hop on B. They are getting dominated as it stands. And finally, at least they have B neutralized, but look at this. Ooh. This is a huge play out of Vexx.
You see right now, Vexx squad picking up a couple of flags. They're looking to actually, I thought they were going to try to get the trick kept going as well. They are losing A, though, as they're going to perhaps retreat back there. But a 2-flag situation is going to help their lead increase here during the half. And you're going to see a minute 20 back on that clock. So right now, it's going to be about almost a 10-point game. It should be very close to a 6-7-point game.
God, it's like 70 seconds, man. There was a 9-point lead for Xfinity. They really need to get on their horses and at least neutralize one flag here. Now we see Croaster trying to snake all the way underneath. Doubt now in a gunfight. He wins a big battle. They're going to come up the ladder. They're going to work in tandem. He pulls out a trophy system. Why? Because he can. And he's going to be taken down. Now jumping on board with Sin. Sin now starting to push up. It is 69-58. This is going to be a close one.
11-point game right there. 12 points as I say that. And now you'll see the guys pushing very aggressively towards these points. Slumber on our screen, of course, from the Vexx squad. Picks up one, stops them from cabin B, retreating back to A. Ooh. Gets the 2-piece now there on Sin as well. But from the side, Doubt comes on in to sideline him. And just like that, it's going to be a 70-point lead. The thing you said you had a +9 at the half. So right now, Vexx are looking to take this one out. It is pretty much done.
Yeah. Wow. That's something I didn't see coming. Really? I really, really didn't. I didn't think Vexx was going to be able to hang with the members of Xfinity. And
they can hang.
No, they can definitely hang. I mean, that round 1 was a little bit shaky for him. And by a little bit, I mean it was pretty shaky for him.
Obviously I didn't see it. So not sure.
They didn't look that strong versus Vitality, but you know they came out here. They just came back from a 9-point lead, so 75-88. So it's 13-point differential here in game 1. Nice,
very nice indeed there. But of course, as you said, that was the second half happening on the domination side of Sovereign. So we'll be seeing that one done and dusted. And 1-0 score lead to Vexx right now. So Infinity sort of feeling okay, guys. wasn't much of a lead during the first half.
Not at all.
Wasn't much either, so let's just bring this back in the S&D.
Yeah, exactly. So game number 2 is going to be Search and Destroy, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to come up right after this quick commercial break.